How's it going, Ruckus and the Menace fam? You are watching episode number 4 of the Ruckus and the Menace March to October race from myself, Spenace the Menace's perspective of the Cleveland Guardians. On the last episode, we were flooring it right out of the gate. Got a nice huge lead, but then all of a sudden, we crashed. And are now still hanging on, barely, to a 2-game lead. We've played 2 less games than the Twins, and we are heading into Game 79, where we're down 3-0 to the Baltimore Orioles in the top of the 8th for a morale boost. With Miles Straw up to bat and Dean Kramer on the mound, who has thrown 7 1/3. Let's see if we can get some of this momentum back.
The center fielder,
Straw digging in.
Miles.
Kramer has already thrown 110 pitches. Here we go.
Ball.
Cutter low for a ball.
No strike. Nope. Outside.
Sinker just missed outside barely. The count is now 2-0 to Straw. Straw hits a grounder up. And it's a ground out to first, but a ground out to short. 6-3. But they get a run back. And Kramer has now come out. And Danny Colombe is now up with the left-handed batter, Josh Naylor, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Digging in.
Count 1-0.
Naylor check swing. Ball 1. Swing and a miss on the cutter down. The count 1-1.
Ball 2.
12-6, getting a little errant, going inside, and the count's 2-1. Naylor ahead. Fouls off. A cutter just barely getting in front of it. Strike 2.
3-2.
And the sinker just gets way out of control. Little chin music to make the count full. The payoff is fouled down the line. That nearly went fair. Payoff pitch number 2 is fouled off once again. Payoff pitch number 3. And that is hit high. That is hit deep. But it is not going to make it out of the ballpark. Not going to get out to Utah Street. And we end the 8th inning down 2. Or in our 8th inning down 2. Karen Chat. Fastball for ball 1. Puts a curveball in there for strike 2. Or strike 1. Two-seamer on the inside corner for strike 2. And Anthony Santander fouls off another two-seamer. And hits a curveball. Out. And the Orioles regain a 3-run lead on this solo shot from Anthony Santander. Gunnar Henderson now up to bat. Karinchak throws a 2-seam fastball hanging over for strike 1.
Nope.
A 4-seam fastball right there in the zone. Missing what is interpreted as high for ball 1. And Henderson pops up to Naylor. Just barely in foul territory for out number 1. Ryan O'Hearn takes a knuckle curve for a strike. Four-seam fastball, high fly ball, left field. It's a can of corn as Stephen Kwan is right there to get it for out number 2. Ryan Mountcastle digging in. Takes a four-seamer right down Broadway for strike 1. Freezing up again on a two-seamer for strike 2, and a swing and a miss on the knuckle curve to end the 8th inning. But Anthony Santander has pushed the lead further for the Orioles. And it's 4-1 heading into the top of the 9th. And now entering Felix Bautista, the closer. And Jose Ramirez is digging in. 1-for-1 with a double for Jose Ramirez. And a 101-mile-an-hour fastball fouled off. Bautista puts a fastball right on it, and Jose Ramirez shoots the gap. And Ramirez will enter second base, standing up for his 23rd double of the year. David Fry fouls off a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Definitely behind on it, but saw the ball. Swing and a miss on the splitter. It's 0-2. Slider missing wide. Those are the 3 pitches we're looking at here. A four-seamer, a splitter, and a slider. And that four-seamer's got some heat. And it's 2-2.
Full count.
Putting another heater over the top. Full count. Oh, that's blooped. But Mountcastle is there. Ramirez fakes a run to third, thinking that Mountcastle wasn't going to be able to turn. But after the catch, it just remains 1 down. 2 outs remain, and Bautista is on the mound. And that slider we totally thought was going to be a fastball. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, that four-seamer's got some heat. 1-1. Fouling off the four-seamer. 1-2 to Bo Naylor. Naylor popping up another fastball. Caught by the third baseman. And the Guardians are down to their last out. And Brian Rocchio, 0 for 3 heading into this one. And Bautista is just causing him to make a defensive swing. Foul ball. Another defensive swing on a splitter. Foul ball.
One ball.
Splitter missed outside. Ball 1. Ramirez on second.
First base.
And that beans Rocchio. And now Andres Jimenez digs in. And a 100-mile-an-hour fastball fouled off. 1-1 actually, but it's 0-1. Another fastball is fouled off. 1-2. Bautista, 2 strikes. Fly ball, left field, but it is a can o' corn. And the Baltimore Orioles will defeat the Guardians 4-1 And we start out a little slow heading into game 80. We're at the halfway point of the season and we're middling. And now we face the Kansas City Royals, where we are tied at 0 going into the top of the 8th with nobody on, or 2 on and nobody out. But we have lost the division lead to the Twins. We're even tied. But Cole Reagans versus Bo Naylor. At this point right now, Jose Ramirez is the top Guardian with a double. And Garcia and Adam Frazier both hitting 2 for 4 and 3 for 3 respectively for Kansas City.
The catcher,
Bo Naylor 0 for 2 and facing the lefty Cole Reagans. Who puts a circle changeup right on the black for strike 1. Naylor batting 9th in the order.
1-1.
Takes a cutter high. Ball 1. One is fouled off. And the Royals are channeling their inner Mortal Kombat.
That's bullshit.
But the slider misses wide. 2-2 to the Guardians catcher. It's blooped. But it is blooped too shallow in left field. But it is out number 1. Will Brennan,
left fielder, Will,
who's been a top player for the Guardians this season. 1 for 3, but hits a nice high fly ball to left field. Can of corn. 2 down. Hampson has been getting a lot of action this inning. But now Miles Straw digs in the favorable lefty versus righty matchup. And that is hit. But unfortunately hit right to the right fielder. And we now enter the bottom of the 8th inning. And leading off is the left fielder Garrett Hampson. And Tristan McKenzie is still on the hill. The 4-seam fastball fouled off on the outside. The 0-1. Hampson tries to drag bunt. Doesn't get it. Foul ball. The 0-2. Fouls off a drifting 12-6 curve. Kenzie deals. Strikes out Hampson with the 94-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball.
The batter, number 7.
Bobby! Oh, great. We got to deal with Bobby. And Bobby pops it right to Josh Naylor for out number 1. Or out number 2, I should say. And now Nelson Velasquez. A slider front door for strike 1. 4-seam fastball hit high. Laureano chasing. And Laureano is going to get there. And the inning is over. Tristan McKenzie keeps it tight. Gotta lock in for the top of the 9th. Matt Sauer is now pitching, and it's a righty-lefty matchup for the first baseman, Josh Naylor, who checks his swing on the 93-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball inside for ball 1. Sauer puts a changeup right on the black And the count evens at 1-1.
Oh, that's inside.
Fastball inside. For ball 2. 2-1. Naylor fouls off the fastball low, but still in the zone. The count evens at 2-2. The break even on the way.
I got 3-2.
Inside on the two-seamer. And the count fills. And this ball is now foul on the changeup. Naylor getting in front of it. This fastball is now fouled off. Naylor again getting in front. Oh, that would have been ball 4. But Naylor fouls it off thinking that was going to come down. And that is drilled. A swing and a drive, but it stays in. And Naylor is into second, sliding for a double. That is his 19th double on the season. And Jose Ramirez digs in with the go-ahead run at second base in scoring position. Sauer.
Count 1-0.
Curveball digs low and in for ball 1. Ramirez 1 for 2 on the day. Sauer delivers. And that is smoked. A swing and a drive. Bye-bye baseball. This one is gone. Jose Ramirez hits it way back. 362 feet for the Guardians' first runs of the day. Home run. And it is now 2-0 Cleveland. Right down the right field line and ricocheting off the foul pole. Home run. And Ramon Laureano digs in. Fouling off the 4-seam fastball. Sauer misses outside with the curveball, and it's 1-1 to Ramon Laureano. Laureano 0 for 3 on the day. But this is smoked again. Laureano gets that one down, and he will end up in scoring position with a stand-up double into the left center field gap. His 14th on the season. And this was a beautifully placed ball. Double to the wall, just out of the range of Hampson. And Nick Anderson has now entered the ball game, with Andres Jimenez digging in. Jimenez puts a ball through. Play at the plate. Unfortunately, Laureano a little too slow as we got a little greedy. One down. Esteban Florial hits a fly ball off the end of the bat to straightaway center, and it is out number 2. David Fry. Time called. We now consult the bullpen. Lively was warming up, but we're going to go ahead and sit him down, as we're going to ride with Tristan McKenzie the rest of the way. If we run into any trouble, Class A will be available. And this is roped to right field down the line. It'll be a double for Fry. And Jimenez will score all the way from first. Fry's 9th double on the season. And Jimenez just wheeling it around. And it is now a 3-0 ball game with Bo Naylor digging in. Naylor, base hit up the middle past Bobby. Bobby Witt Jr. was not able to get there, and an RBI for Naylor. It is now a 4-0 ball game. The Guardians have been hitting and surging. Will Brennan now digging in. Checks his swing. Successfully checks. Ball 1. The 1-0 to Brennan from Anderson. Brennan gets under it. And it is flown out to center. And the top of the 9th is over. With Salvador Perez leading off.
The catcher, Salvador.
Tristan McKenzie digs in and fires a 4-seam fastball that's inside the strike zone, but missed for ball 1. Curveball. Strike. Little makeup, but missing with the slider wide to make it 2-1. Salvador Perez fouls off the slider. And fouling off a fastball. The count still remains 2-2. The break even. The count still remains even at 2-2. The break even. Swing and a miss from Salvador Perez. Tristan McKenzie with his 10th strikeout. And we go to one of the leaders for the Royals in the hit column, as Adam Frazier is 3 for 3, taking a fastball up high on the inside corner for strike 1. Taking a slider down and right in the middle for strike 2. L'Oreal is not able to get to it. And Frazier is currently 4 for 4 on the day. MJ Melendez fouls off a 4-seam fastball. Swing and a miss on the slider. Fouls off another fastball. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Curveball misses low. Throws him on the fastball for strikeout number 11. And Kyle Isbell. That is going to be hit right to Will Brennan, the left fielder. And the Guardians will win their 2nd in a row, completing the shutout with Tristan McKenzie improving to 7-6 on the season. And with the pitching staff getting the shutout, more momentum is available for the Guardians. And they could possibly enter in with a surge going into the All-Star break. But a major trade deal. The first of two probably major deals that could be had just before the trade deadline. The first one comes from the Miami Marlins, where Josh Bell is potentially going to get dealt for Will Brennan, Connor Cox, and Nate Furman. We have Josh Naylor already at first base, but it looks like Will Brennan has been a dynamic left fielder for us, and the trade value on him has kind of increased. So we may not look to deal him because we have been able to hit well with him. And Josh Bell, though a good secondary designated hitter option, we have David Fry, who's been okay. let's see what other deals kind of come along before we say yes to taking Josh Bell. The Detroit Tigers offering us Gio Urshela for Wilfredo Antunes. And the New York Mets looking at giving us Harrison Bader for Will Brennan, Eli Morgan, and Ethan Hankins. This is tough. Harrison Bader is older than Brennan and Morgan. But we have Miles Straw back there, who is a little bit of a better hitter, and Stephen Kwan. We have Gio Urshela, who's a possibility, but that robs us of some young talent that might be moving themselves up to the Rubber Ducks here soon. And Josh Bell. I am going to decline for now Jose Tena to fast track. I think the answer here is currently no. We do not fast track him. But we're looking to get on a little bit of a win streak before the All-Star break. And Clase is going to look to close it out, and we are battling with the Twins. With Clase on the mound, we have to deal with Mike Yastrzemski as the first person on the mound, and we're in the middle of a rainstorm. The middle of a mild rainstorm here in Cleveland. In the 2-1-6. And a cutter from Clase. That fastball slipped out of his hand. Ball one. Yastrzemski fouling off a slider. It's 1-2. Oh, Clase wants it. And he gets the backdoor cutter. Strike 3. And Lamont Wade Jr. takes a cutter right near Broadway for strike 1. And it is a high fly ball to left. That is caught by Stephen Kwan. And the San Francisco Giants are down to their final out. Clase going up against Matt Chapman. Throws a 99-mile-an-hour cutter for strike 1. Slider on the inside for strike 2. Slider missing outside. Swing on the cutter, fouled off. And to De Los Santos. Does he have a chance at it? No! Clase. Missing wide on the slider. The break even. The 2-2 break even. No, that is fouled off. And Chapman is frozen up by Clase on the 4-seam fastball right on the inside corner for his 25th on the season. And a huge closeout for Clase and the Guardians. We now enter July 11th against the Tigers. And we got a penal loss on the division rival. We've got a runner on second with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Rocchio at the plate. Naylor is the runner. And Jason Foley is on the mound. And the Guardians have 2 outs to get that run across. Foley misses just a tiny touch outside. And it's 1-0. That was on the black and close. Rocchio hits a ball to center. Or right center. And Bo Naylor is now 90 feet away. However, the runner, the batter, has to get on base to tie it up. And it's Andres Jimenez. Hitting .233 on the year. Fouls one off. Fouls a sinker off the outside. Fouling off the circle changeup. Andres Jimenez. 0-2.
1 ball.
That sinker is way outside. 1-2. Swing and a miss. We chase the sinker and we fall to the Tigers and are unable to close it out. But no harm, no foul. We're kind of still middling, but we breach the All-Star break. We sit at 4.5 stars on this season. We are 9th in batting, 3rd in pitching, and 15th in fielding. And we've barely had to do much. Which kind of feels okay. And now we look to go into the draft. It's draft time. We have the number 1 overall pick. And let's see. We have Johnny Rivers, Michael Richardson, Shibuya, James Kwan, Erickson, Tim Leonard. Who is our top guy? Our top guy is healthy. He is older, but I think that we could probably do it. And I think that we are ready to go to draft. It's time. The first 6 picks have been set via the draft lottery. And we were the winner of this lottery. And we are going to go ahead. And we're going to look right away and say that we are going to take Johnny Rivers. We're going to take Johnny Rivers. Eric Williams was drafted by the Reds. Pick number 3 is Arnold Erickson, drafted by the Rockies. We're going to sim to the next pick, and we have pick number 35. Oh, wow, we're actually going to take him. We are taking Michael Richardson with our closing with our next pick at 47. Yeah, let's actually take him. We're going to take Eric Ramirez here. I think we're okay with taking a few little things here. The 87th overall pick. Yeah, I like this. We'll take Cal Watkins at 117. I think we take Richie Cisneros. I think we start looking at that and seeing what possibly is available to us. And at 147, that injury is a little rough. He opted out. I would personally love to trade this away. But actually, I think I'm going to take Marco Fernandez here at 147. Because that potential on him is sky high. 177. I think we take Kevin Cortez. And we are done. We have completed our draft. And the signing deadline. I think we look to prioritize... I think we definitely look to prioritize some of our notable picks. I think we prioritize Michael. I think we prioritize Richardson. I think we go to Rivers after that. Okay, so this turned out really, really good for us. Actually, wait, no. Let's remove this pick. Let's look at Marco Fernandez for sure. And we're going to move him. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually... Oh, wow. Let's see here. Let's give him a little more. All right, he has declined. He has declined for now. I think we do look at... I think we do look here, but I think we're going to move him up. I think we're going to move him up. And I think we remove this pick, and we remove this pick. And then I think we look at Cal Watkins, and we look at... Yeah, I think we look at our first rounder. I think we look at these guys here. We'll look at some scaling. Yeah, I think we'll be alright here. We're going to skip signing and set to auto here. And we now have trades again. Jason Hayward has been offered again. Austin Slater. And John Birdie this time. I think I am going to accept none of these. Birdie might be the best option. But I think I'm going to decline for now and hang tight. Because the real moneymaker is going to be the deadline here and probably receiving a major deal here in about a week. But we now have a morale-boosting win with the top of the 7th with 2 out. and Manny Machado at the plate. This game tied at 3 between the Padres and the Guardians.
Now
Nick
batting,
Sandlin on the mound
third
and
baseman,
Manny Machado at the
Manny
plate.
Machado.
Sandlin throws a slider that misses wide for ball 1. Machado fouls off a four-seam fastball outside. 1-1. Saws him off. And Naylor grabs it 3 unassisted. And we head into the 7th inning stretch, with this game tied at 3 apiece. Jose Ramirez, who has already had a home run in this one, is now digging in against Michael King. King deals. And it is a ground ball to the first baseman for out number 1.
The batter, the designated hitter, David Fry.
David Fry. Digging in. And he just got in front of a slurve. That would have been smoked. Foul ball.
That's a ball.
Fastball high for ball 1. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Missed outside. Ball 2. And that is a high pop-up foul. Caught by Cronenworth. 2 away. Bo Naylor has stepped in. Naylor 0 for 2 on the day. But hits the ball right to Bogarts.
He's out.
And the 7th inning is over. Fernando Tatis Jr. Hanging slider, but it is caught by Ramon Laureano for out number 1. Luis Campusano, the catcher. Sandlin throws a sinker that is bounced foul. Sandlin throws a splitter and it is fouled off by Campusano. 0-2. Sightline change pitch with the fastball. And it is fouled off. Swing and a miss on the slider at the front door. 2 down. Now we go to Jake Cronenworth, who fouls off a fastball to the opposite field. A slider hanging on the back door. Strike 2 to Cronenworth. The 0-2. Sinker off the plate, foul. Fastball high, fouled off. The 0-2. A splitter. Splitter foul. Splitter in play. Scooped up by Naylor. And we enter the bottom of the 8th with the bottom of the order due up for the Guardians. As Rocchio hit Naylor 6-3 to end the top of the 8th. Stephen Kolek is the new pitcher for the Friars.
Leading off,
And Brian Rocchio
the shortstop,
is up to bat for the Guardians.
Rocchio.
And Guardians, Brian Rocchio has fouled off the changeup for strike 1. swing and a miss on a high
0-2.
fastball. For strike 2. The cutter hangs high and in, but it is caught by Jerks and Profar. Andres Jimenez is now up to bat. Jimenez fouling off the changeup low. Stephen Kolek. Jimenez fouling off the fastball. It's 0-2. And that is hit right to Bogarts, who throws it a little high. But Cronenworth is able to come down with it 2 away. Ramon Laureano fouls off the changeup. And it's 0-1. Another changeup fouled off. It's 0-2. Laureano bloops a popper, but it is caught by Bogarts. And the inning is over. Top of the 9th, and Jerks and Profar is now up to bat for the Friars. He fouls off a fastball that settled a little lower than what Sandlin wanted. It's 0-1. That fastball settling high where he wanted it. And it's 0-2. And that is a high, towering fly ball to Stephen Kwan in left for out number 1. Jose Azocar. Sinker on the outside corner for strike 1. Four-seam fastball sitting high and in, taken for strike number 2.
No, that missed.
Slider on the outside. Or on the
1-2.
inside. Ball and 1. And a swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 3. Tirso Ornelas.
Hut.
Swing and a miss for
It's
strike
0-1.
1. Sandlin coming in with the fastball. Fouls off. 0-2. Sandlin deals a splitter. Pop foul high on the third base side. Sandlin freezes Ornelas with the backdoor slider. Strike 3 with the top of the order due up for the Guardians. Stephen Kwan leading off.
Ball.
And Kolek has thrown a ball outside. Kwan. Base hit. Base hit past the diving Cronenworth. And the Guardians have a runner on. And Miles Straw up to bat. And he will take the 95-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Oh, they're sending him. Stephen Kwan is safe at second. The go-ahead run, the winning run, in scoring position.
Ball.
And it is inside for a ball. 1-2. It's a Straw. Colette
Ball.
missing outside with the cutter. It is now 2-2. The break even on the way. And Straw is in front of it. Foul ball. This cutter high. It's full. 3-2. Kwan. High fly ball from Straw to center field. It is caught. And the throw to third is offline. Stephen Kwan is now 90 feet away from being the winning run. And Josh Naylor needs this ball to get out of the infield. Kolek deals. It's a base hit past Bogarts, and the Guardians walk it off. Josh Naylor drives in the winning run on an RBI single, passing Xander Bogarts. The morale-boosting victory. The trade deadline is approaching. I think we are looking really, really good at first base. Really, really good at third. I think we're still set with those being the basic needs. A few more days until the trade deadline. And the Guardians are still in a major clash. But we have gone through the All-Star break, the draft, and just about everything in between. And heading into the next episode of this March to October, we now will have the trade deadline. Until the next one, hugs and hand pounds, everybody.